The most people who saw this music video saw it in a viral clip of like a goat screaming, which came out shortly after the video. And it's fine. It's like, I was like, this is a viral video. This just happened. I had no idea how, but it ended up being one of the most hilarious turn of events, because it's like you just have no idea where things are going to come from out of left field, including like, you know, screaming goats.
Now I'm lying on the cold hard ground.
It's good. That's why people watch it so many times.
This is Tom Cruise. You were hanging off Free Willy there. There you are. That's you hanging off a cat.
That's fantastic.
This one, there's Darth Maul falling to his doom.
Oh my God, why hasn't anyone shown me that before? That is hilarious.
Well, you haven't seen anything yet, because here's you hanging off Nick Cage.
Is that...
Coronavirus! Coronavirus! I'm telling you, shit is real! Shit is getting real! Woo!
And one of our highlights, shall we say, of the past few months was you saying this.
Coronavirus! I can't believe that was so viral. I didn't thought that was gonna happen. Coronavirus!
I love it so much. It's so funny.
That moment when a pretty girl is checking you out in the gym and The Rock walks in. Kevin Hart crying on Shaq's lap. Shaq did this. This is Shaq taking a jab. And I couldn't find a funny meme of a baby big enough to be Shaq, so I couldn't do it.
We talked about everything. And he was just trying to be a better person. Now he's got me. I'll have to look at another crime meme for the next.
It says self-driving cars are the future. And one would think, right, because of this picture and because of the internet's perception that I am invisible, it would seem that the car is driving itself. That's not it, jokers. I actually believe self-driving cars are the future. So this meme is me saying self-driving cars are the future. There's no comedy in it.
This one became popular here when the government announced that they were planning to reopen the schools. When someone asked if I'll continue to homeschool after the lockdown.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
No.
No!
I am a walking meme. I am. My fans love it. And it's fun, you know. The funniest one is I was on a diet when we did Heart of the Sea, right? And we were only allowed to eat 500 calories a day, which is awful. I stole a croissant from the catering thing that the crew ate. I ate it and then threw up immediately because I just wasn't used to the sugar because I've been on this diet for so long. But I said croissant. I don't know how would you say a croissant?
I would say croissant.
How would you say croissant? Croissant. A croissant, right? And my fans were like, Tom Holland can't say croissant, he says quaxon. And every fan I meet, they take a video, they're like, hey man, can you say quaxon? I'm like, quaxon, you know, and they like roast me on it, and I've been like, hey guys, come on now. The quaxon joke is outdone, let's find a new one. And the fact that I said that now, they're like even more incensed with the joke. It's quite sweet though, I quite like it.
The first meme that became popular of me, I was 8 or 9.
Yeah, here's one that says, when they finally play Sum 41 Fat Lip at the house party.
I was obsessed with doing this, and I've really paid for it. Like, I just couldn't stop doing that.
It's so cute, are you kidding me? Come on, like.
They do compare it, as you said, to this, to omelette.
That's a new one.
They also turned it into a pizza. But perhaps most delicious of all, a Ginster's beef slice.
That was delicious. This is interesting. Seeing your friend tweet something they hate. Interesting. Interesting. You redid the interesting face as a joke, and that became a meme.
Yes.
Yeah.
It took on a life of its own.
New interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it took on a life of its own.
And your reaction to her, can you imagine? Your reaction to Lady Gaga is trending.
God. Oh, Lord. That's trending, huh?
That's trending, yeah. You see how quick it happens.
I just didn't know what was passing me, that's all. I was like, oh.
Once you hate someone, everything they do is offensive. Look at this bitch eating those crackers like she owned the place. That face there, that's the face that goes with everything, though. This is one of my favorites right here. When you think somebody's about to message you back and then they don't. Yeah, that's a good one.
The guy's theory is that you look exactly the same now, and therefore that makes you a vampire.
Right.
That's the theory.
Yeah,
That's
except there's a photograph of me, and you can't take pictures.
This is you from Moonstruck 1987.
Now, look, I don't drink blood, and last time I looked in the mirror, I have a reflection, so I'm not going with his vampire theory. I'm just not going to do it.
I found this phenomenon, the sad Keanu.
Oh gosh, yeah, that was a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Phenomenon, where people are taking a photo of you sitting on a bench eating a sandwich, looking a little bit sad, and it became like this crazy thing on the internet. I mean, what do you think about that sort of media attention?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think of that as media attention. It was funny.
That so many people were worried about your welfare.
No, I think that's lovely, but no, I think it was people started to do funny things with that. Sad Keanu, but
you're not sad.
Well, yeah, no, I'm normal. we all go through phases of happy and sad.
Okay, Tom, because he looks like he's hiding a frog in his mouth, and it's uncomfortably hopping around in there, but he can't open his mouth, or the frog's gonna escape.
Do you know what's funny about that one? Is I posted that picture myself to show people that I thought it was really funny, and then weeks go by and I'd look at myself in the mirror and be like, maybe I do look like I have a frog in my mouth. I went into a little spiral. I was like, I don't know if I can do red carpets anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. I'm gonna kill you. I think that's a look of love rather than anger, to be honest. I think there's definitely sort of a glint of desire in his eyes rather than death wish. So I think that's an inaccurate meme. Nah.
But have you?
Sorry.
Do you kind of actively avoid them? Because some of them, I mean, thinking about the frog one is kind of weirder than others.
I try to not. What I've tried to stop doing is after red carpets and stuff, stop looking at the pictures from the night before, because I end up just picking everything apart. Yeah. But no, I'm very lucky. I have really lovely fans. They're very kind. They're really supportive. And wherever there's a negative comment, I love just watching my fans rip them apart. That's why it's so fun. So no, I try to avoid it as much as I can, but sometimes it's impossible.
This is a picture of two people eating. And the meme caption certainly says, "It breaks my heart to see people eating alone." And I would also like to interject myself here, saying that once again, that's a direct quote from me. And as you can see, I'm in the outfit that I wrestle in. So I was about to go to a wrestling match when I went past the table and saw this person eating alone, sat down, and what was the first thing I said to them? Breaks my heart to see someone eating alone. So these would seem to be perceived as like, nobody can see John Cena. No, these are genuine pieces of my vocabulary in the situation.
Let me tell you about a story so true. We're showing me style and it's all so cool. It's about a garment torn and frayed. Getting this threads, the story conveyed. Walking down the streets with holes in my teeth. Each rip and tear part of me you see. It ain't about the brand or the label it holds. It's about the journey, the stories it unfolds. In these ragged clothes I find my voice. A testament to resilience, my choice. From the streets to the stage I rock my style. In my tattered shirt I walk that mile. Ripped and torn, but still I stand in my ragged attire. I command, it's not just fabric, it's a statement. I preach in my threadbare garment, I find my reason. From the barrio to the bar, I make my mark. In my worn out jeans, I leave a spark. They may call it rags, but I call it art. In every stitch and tear, I play my part. It's the struggle of the streets, the hustle so real. In my tattered jacket, I seal the deal. A symbol of defiance against the status quo. My passion of pants, I let it show. It's not about the riches or the wealth I lack. In my faded hoodie, I stay on track. It's the heart of the hustle, the grind each day. In my worn out kicks, I find my way. Ripped and torn, but still I stand. In my ragged attire, I command. It's not just fabric, it's a statement I preach. In my threadbare garment, I find my reach. So here's to the ones with the clothes that tear. In our patched up attire we have, so let the world see our garments worn. For in our rags, our stories are born. In the language of the streets we speak. In our torn up clothes we find our peak.
Of which they were presented. It truly breaks my heart to see people eating alone.
They've taken the hobbits to Isengard. To Isengard! To Isengard! To Isengard! Isengard! God! 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 The hobbits! The hobbits! The hobbits! The hobbits! The hobbits! The hobbits! To Isengard! To Isengard! To Isengard!